Hey everyone, hey dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. My last video was about Karen Carpenter. There was a little bit of drama in the comments section. I can understand that. I always say, I don't hate these people. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I don't know their hearts. God does. I am showing signs, symbols, and agendas that are clear to see on screen, and I can talk about them. Are they for Christ? Or are they anti-Christ, these secret, occult, hidden in plain sight, esoteric signs, symbols, and agendas? The Karen Carpenter thing, a lot of people are like, she has such a lovely voice, and, you know, she struggled with anorexia. And I said in the video, like, that's very sad, and, like, a lot of people need help in this world, and we should help each other out. But when it comes to these signs, symbols, and agendas, I'm going to show them on screen. I am never theorizing or accusing them of doing like blood sacrifices and all this stuff that some channels do. I don't get into that because that's theorizing things. I don't have proof of that. If I had proof of that, I'd show it on screen and talk about it because I want the truth to come out. No matter how nice someone seems, a lot of people are involved in the occult. A person that's involved in the occult, whether it's Satanism, Luciferianism, Freemasonry, or whatever, they don't all have to look like Marilyn Manson. Even Satan himself can masquerade as an angel of light. So knowing this, knowing that the world is biblical, a lot of people I say, like, please read the Bible, and many of them come back. I have read the Bible, but I don't think they're understanding the scope of how Satan runs the world. And they're not understanding the scope of how Freemasonry is involved in everything and runs the world. What is the god of Freemasonry? Lucifer the light bearer, who is Satan. So again, for people that are a little irritated at my Karen Carpenter video, I can understand that. Like, I've had heroes that broke my heart, and I say every time, there's no heroes here. There is one that came and died on the cross. Of course, it's Jesus Christ. His death, burial, and resurrection, according to the scriptures, is how to be saved. He did that for us so we can live, go on forever in eternity, in heaven with a new earth, with no more death, pain, suffering. I look forward to that day so very much. I do not like the world. I do not love the world. If I did love the world, the love of the Father would not be in me, and I'd be a deceiver. I'd be a false whatever, false teacher. So again, I'm one person, I am one Christian that's realized that Jesus and the Bible are true, and it's all about Jesus. That's what life is about. It's all about Jesus. I say the meaning of life is to have faith in the finished work of Jesus Christ. Most of you know what I mean. So moving on with this video. I am not sure how to pronounce this person's first name. They are an Italian actress. Ludovica Martino? I'm not sure. So if I'm mispronouncing that, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to mispronounce names. I just don't know how to pronounce everyone's name. But she is an Italian actress. She's doing the Eye of Horus here, taking a piece of fruit, darkening one eye utterly. The Antichrist will be blind in one eye and have one eye utterly darkened. So that's what they're doing here. They're doing one eye symbolism. It's the Eye of Horus. Horus is another name for Satan. She's seen here, like Karen Carpenter was doing the Uttara Bodhi Mudra. It's a funny-sounding name. Please get over the funny-sounding name because it's something and not nothing. You should research it. It's a gesture taken from yoga. Yoga is Antichrist. It means yoked with Brahma, and that's a Hindu creator deity, right? And it's not Jesus Christ and our Father or anything in the Holy Spirit. No. It's Brahma, the Hindu creator god. That's a false god, a principality. I'm not sure exactly how to describe that. Maybe you can help me out in the comment section, brothers and sisters. But our friend, the Italian actress here, is doing the Uttara Bodhi Mudra. It's a gesture that's supposed to represent supreme enlightenment. It is not. It's the false light of Lucifer. Lucifer is the quote-unquote light bearer. And that is Satan, the enemy of God and Christians and everyone, in fact. But these people do this sign. It's also the pride of humanity to do this because they want to show it off. They're in the club, wink, wink. Not many people recognize this. We can get away with it. There is no fooling God. There is no deceiving God. There is no lying to God. There is no doing anything but the truth with God. He knows. He knows for sure. That's why sometimes I get wrapped up in comment sections and then I'm like, God knows. God knows my heart too. God knows that I'm trying and I'm not hating these people. I go to him in prayer about doing these videos. I don't want to be a false accuser, any kind of false teacher or anything like that. Why would I want that? Like I said, you don't have to believe me, but there's no lying to God. I know this 100%. So do you think I go around lying to God and being like, haha, I'm fooling God about things? No, I want to be as open and honest as I can. I am not hating these people. I don't like the signs, symbols, and agendas and deception. I don't like people leading others to hell because entertainment's just so entertaining. Who cares if they do these signs, symbols, and agendas? Why are you judging these people? And if I hear one more time about do not judge and take the mote out of your eye, that verse is about not judging hypocritically, about taking the mote and beam out of your eye. I have done that. I do not do satanic, occult, Freemason signs, symbols, and agendas. I am one person that is trying to showcase this. I'm trying to research it. I'm trying to show it on screen and expose it, reprove it. And from a lot of comments, I'm not saying this myself, one thing that you can do is not talk about yourself in a way, but let others say that for you. There's some people that hate me. There's some people that are like, hey, you're doing some important work here. This has opened my eyes a little bit. Thanks for the fellowship. That kind of thing. I'm fellowshipping with Christians. There's also non-Christians on this channel. You can imagine there's all the other people on this channel too. Maybe they find it funny. Maybe they're entertained by it. Maybe they find it interesting. I've had a lot of people lately say, this is interesting, but I'm not sure about XYZ or whatever, right? But I want them to read the Bible, to know Jesus Christ, have a prayer life, be saved, and then understand this stuff that the world is this far gone. They've lied about creation. They can lie about celebrities, okay? Please figure that out. So besides doing the Uttara Bodhi Mudra, my favorite pose that they do because it shows off their pride, and I don't think they can help it. They want to throw it out there. Our Italian actress friend is visiting NASA. You know NASA, totally legit organization that some people can't stand me talking about. Some people really get on this, the flat earth thing, and they're just like, why do you talk about this? Aren't you trying to do this, that, or the other? This is what brought me to know Jesus Christ and that the world is this sold out. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean you're not understanding what I've been through, what others have been through. It is hard to learn that we've been lied to on this scale. It is hard. But in the last days, the rapture will happen. Aliens will have some kind of contact because they've been prepping the world for that. If you can't see that, you are completely blind. Movies, entertainment, the news, the army, blah, blah, blah. They're UFOs and aliens. They do not come from outer space. They are not aliens on a distant planet. There's no one living on other planets. They're the wandering stars. They are lights in the sky that no one lives on. There's no terra firma land to land on. God made the major light, the sun, and the lesser light, the moon. There's not a bunch of other suns and moons out there, even though science says there is. Jupiter has a whole bunch of moons and stuff. They're lying. They are lying to you. How can they do that? The deception is that bad. If you do your actual research on why they brought in the globe and all this stuff, the heliocentric model, you can see how they're lying. Brothers and sisters, everyone else, I don't expect everyone to understand this, but I would like them to understand it. The scope, the magnitude of deception. It's not a little bit of deception. Oh, someone's doing the shush pose. That's all the deception there is. No, the deception is the whole world. Satan deceives the whole world. It is on the grandest scale you can think of. Honestly, some people don't go that far because it would interfere with their mental health. I have dealt with this and deal with this. The mental health thing, people are scared of it. They're scared of saying the gospel. Some people are scared of saying the name Jesus Christ around other people. Some people are scared of saying the term flat earth or whatever. It's not just the shape. It's what goes along with everything. God is literally above us, and they want us to think that there's no ever-expanding space with black holes and other universes. That is a bunch of garbage. But they're on Jeopardy, and they talk about space, and they get the answers correct. Anyone can memorize false info and then regurgitate it back and go, I sound smart because I know these facts. They're not facts. The fact is we live in a biblical world where Jesus Christ is the meaning of life, and we've been deceived on what kind of scale? A massive scale. A scale so big that people can go blind in one eye, darken their eye utterly, and do the Uttara Bodhi Mudra and think they have enlightenment. It's the false light of Lucifer. And then they promote this garbage. A lot of Christians understand what the world is. A lot of Christians don't understand what the world is. I'm not saying you're not saved because of that. Some people might argue that, because understanding biblical creation is a huge thing. There is no evolution. We did not evolve from ooze and bacteria and then fish, and then those fish grew legs, and then they got into a monkey-type man and all that other stuff. That is a bunch of baloney, to put it very lightly. We did not do what science says. There's real science in the world. There's also fake Freemason science that has a bunch of 666 embedded into it, and their degrees and all their measurements and everything. The sun is not 93 million miles away, way out in space. It's local and right above us. There's a lot of videos showing what space is, and it's up in the firmament with the sun and moon right there, not that far away, and there's waters above. God flooded the earth in the beginning by opening the vaults of heavens. They didn't break the firmament or anything. No one can break the firmament. No one's getting out of here. No one's going past the firmament until God lets us and takes us home. So I just want people to understand that the deception in this world, it is this big. It is this big. This is deception. It really is. Just because people work there, a lot of people work there and just again, they take in false info, they regurgitate it back, they memorize it, they know it, so they're smart and but that info is false. The info about reality is the Bible. Brothers and sisters, everyone else, God bless you.